Hello everybody and welcome back to more Forza! So, we're kind of in a strange spot. Anybody will end up at this spot once you go through the first 4 versions of drivetrain, you know, like front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, and all that stuff. Once you go through those 4 cars, then the game actually gets a little complicated. I do kind of remember this game a little bit now, but you know. So, now back in the day, I went to school with this kid who actually had one of these little Civics, and it was like a gold, oh there you go, yeah, it was like a bright gold color like that. So we're gonna go ahead and take that gold color. Maybe the black mirrors might look good on this. Yeah, they actually do. Can we do the black spoiler, baby? Ooh, that actually looks nice with the little logo on the side there. Little Wings West logo. Yep, so today, we're basically just gonna try to, we're just gonna try to steal the show over here at the, Hachamo back race. We get ourselves a Renault Clio. I didn't see what we were up against. Oh, they're all D's. Okay. So I don't think I need to really upgrade this car to be able to beat them. I'm hoping that I don't have to, because right now I need money more than anything to be able to buy some of the cars that I need to compete in some of the races. Once you get to level 50 in this game though, I don't think it costs anything to upgrade a car. I think you just buy it and then everything is free. Can't remember 100%. But I know all the Forzas have different buying systems and stuff like that, and eventually you can get yourself to a point where you're not even spending pretty much any money at all. You just have to buy the car, and then all the parts are free. So it did set us in front. So, brum 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 in our little gold Civic. Vtech, new age Vtech power up, unleashed. Ooh, that R32's fast. But he's, I was about to say, he's 4-wheel drive, so he's not going to have as good of handling as we are. He's got us on horsepower, though, that's for sure. He's probably got 60 more horsepower than we do. But yeah, man, hope you guys are all having a great day today. I certainly am. I'm a little bit tired today. This is my first race of the day as well. Oh. There we go. Oh no, that's not good. Oh. Little bit of bumping. Little bit of grinding. Oh. Yep, yeah, I had my coffee. Had my coffee. Went and sat outside in the front with Sophia for a little bit. Pretty nice, nice early morning. It's still very, very early morning for me. It's it's 6:30 in the morning or something like that. I just decided to troll on some Forza and record maybe an episode or 2. Alright. And yes, if you guys haven't noticed, I've certainly 98% fixed my current recording device, and it is recording in pretty high quality. Comparative to my Need for Speed Underground playthrough, my playthrough of Black, and my playthrough of Chrono Trigger, and I guess my playthrough of Ace Combat as well too, because I was still, meant to downshift there a little bit earlier. Ace Combat was a little bit messed up. I was still kind of messing around with stuff there, and then, yeah, he started, there's a guy and a girl that helped me fix my, quality, I guess you could say. They're quality control. he watches my videos on a like an 8K TV or something. Like his TV is like 3 times more expensive than mine is. So he watches it on his TV because, you know, him having that type of TV, he'll be able to tell me straight up, oh yeah, it looks like this, oh yeah, it looks like that, and I can take him at his absolute word because, I mean, the guy is like the highest quality, highest resolution television I believe that you can even buy right now, to be honest. So, and then he tells me like, you know, oh, it gets fuzzy here and there. But then he told me, he's like, you know what, he's like, I was looking at different videos, and he's like, I see that it gets fuzzy when you're, like, looking at a distance from an object. So it starts to fuzz out, and then, like, when you keep the when you keep the screen still for a second, suddenly it'll refocus back in. And then he goes, go into your settings or whatever, and go to your, like, camera device settings, or your recorder settings, whatever. And he's like, there should be a little thing in there that's like, whoa, that was so close to that wall, ouch. Yeah, and he's like, there should be a little thing that says, oh damn, I can't remember what it says now, but anyways, he's like, there should be a little thing that says whatever, such and such and such. So then I was like, yeah, okay, it's there. And then he's like, okay, turn that off. And then I was like, but I'm thinking to myself, like, wouldn't I want all these different things on, like, automatic and stuff like that, in order for it to, like, get the best picture? And then he's like, no, to be honest, he's like, it'll mess everything up. He's like, it tries to gauge objects in the foreground and the background. He's like, but since, you know, technically you're recording a screen, right? So a screen is a flat object, but your device is trying to incorporate, like, mountainous regions and still have them in high quality and, like, get like a high definition, almost 3 definition style picture or whatever. So I was like, okay. And then he's like, I swear, dude, he's like, turn it off, you'll see what I mean. Yep. So then I turned it off. I recorded 1 episode of Forza real quick, just to see what it would look like, because I had my doubts, you know. I was like, there's no way turning this little thing off is gonna fix everything. Yeah, sure enough, man. I was like, wow. I am so dumb when it comes to, you know, I mean, you know, I'm a new YouTuber, you guys, so. Trial and error, baby, trial and error. I like it, though, you know what I mean? I like that kind of stuff, because it's nice now that I'm recording in at least much better quality than it was before, for sure. It's not all blurred out and crazy looking and stuff like that. Like, I'm looking at the screen that shows me what I'm recording right now, and, like, I can actually read that. You know what I mean? Wings West, Civic, VW, Golf, R32, SAP 93. And I'm not reading off of my actual screen that I'm looking at to play. I'm looking at the little tiny box on the bottom right that shows me what is being recorded right now. You know what I mean? So if I can see that, just in a tiny little, it's like the size of a cell phone box, basically, the size of a cell phone screen. So if I can read that from where I'm sitting, I mean... if I go back to, like, watch my first Need for Speed Underground videos and stuff like that, it's like, oh man, I feel so bad. I'm like, I almost want to go back on every video and be like, I apologize for the quality, I apologize for the quality. But, you know. Oh, what the hell are you doing, man? We're just gonna restart right there because we're like the first 10 seconds of the race. I don't know why that guy decided to, brake check the absolute hell out of me like that, but he did. And so, here we are. Now that I know he's going to be a complete moron. Stupid. I clipped him a little bit when we went by there. Accelerate, baby! That's one thing about front-wheel drive cars, is that when you're going around like a hefty corner and you hit the gas, it's like the car struggles to accelerate. That's the only thing that I don't like about front-wheel drive cars. Other than that, man, front-wheel drive is freaking awesome. You can do some crazy stuff in front-wheel drive. And it doesn't mess with your, to do like e-brake turns and stuff like that. It doesn't, like, mess with your, like, your RPM level and stuff like that. you know, because the power is being provided to the front wheels. So the e-brake is like, it's kind of separate from everything else that's happening in your car in a front-wheel drive. I like that aspect. But I have a TCS on, so yeah. Go. I see his headlights on the ground. I'm glad my booty was a little bit too wide for him to try to sneak around on the side there. I gotta remember like how to play Forza, man. Jeez. It also doesn't help that I sit slightly off to the side of my TV and everything. Oh! Come on, baby, accelerate. There we go. Accelerate your Vtech. Vtech. Hell yes. Out of all the cars that I have driven in real life, oh lord. Oh god. Wow, did that ever send me wide? Holy. That was a lot of recovery to get back to where I needed to be. Yeah, anyways, out of every single car I've ever driven in my lifetime, I would say my roommate's 94 Civic was my favorite car I've ever driven in my lifetime. It was a 5-speed manual, it was a 4-door. I was like, you know, nothing special, it was just a manual 1994 Civic in dark gray. It was a very nice car to drive. It was very, it's just like a normal everyday car that you wouldn't think of it, but man, was that car ever comfortable to drive. Comfortable, reliable, relaxing, you know. One thing I liked about that car, I don't know if any other Honda drivers can attest to this, but it was like, I could do anything in third gear in that car. It was like, you just kind of put it in third and the car just did everything. Highway, normal residential streets, you know. You only needed fourth and fifth in that car if you were like getting stupid. If you know what I mean. But yeah, I can definitely attest that a Civic is definitely my favorite car I've ever driven. Oh god. You will not, Volkswagen, sir. Whew. Okay. Oh, I want to do a nice big stretcho. Yeah, here we go. Panorama. Get a nice big stretch-a-rolla. Oh, as I drop my steering wheel to the side. The steering wheel sit nice. Here we go. Oh, now you're gonna stare at me while I play the game, Sophia? My dog's just sitting on the couch staring at me again. What would you like, my sweet? You're the prettiest doggy on the planet, you know that? It's a good girl? Lay down, baby. Relax. It's because she's looking at me strange because I dropped my steering wheel. I don't know if you guys like watched last couple of my videos, but I was saying, yeah, my dog really doesn't like my my driving wheel. She doesn't seem to mind the pedals too much. She just thinks I'm like doing a little dance or something. But she certainly does not like, woo, 6th gear, baby. Yeah, she certainly does not like my driving wheel. She just doesn't understand the purpose of it. She thinks I'm like a lunatic, basically. Like, she sees me, you know, throwing it around, like turning it this way and throwing the wheel that way, and I'm clicking buttons, and I'm I'm reacting to it vocally as well, you know, I'm going like, and all these noises, so she looks at me like, the hell is wrong with you, you know, like, sit still, what are you doing? Some of the looks she gives me are hilarious, man. Maybe I'll set up a camera to watch my dog, or something like that, have like a little, like a streamer camera, recording my dog, while she stares at me like, what in the world are you doing? Come on, baby. Yeah, that Volkswagen's gonna be good on this track, man. He's got a lot of horsepower. The four-wheel drive on this track will actually help him more than it will me, because four-wheel drive handling is strange. Like, it's not as tight. What the hell was that noise? It was not as tight, or sorry, it's not as tight as front-wheel drive. Like, front-wheel drive, you can make some crazy turns. It's just easy to lose control in a front-wheel drive car. And this track, pretty much every turn on this track is like ascending or descending. What I mean by that is that it's rising or falling in elevation, so it goes up or down. And four-wheel drive is literally designed to handle those situations like the most. You know what I mean? Four-wheel drive is like supposed to go uphill and downhill and still give you the control that you want. So he has really good handling on this track, is what I'm trying to say. Woo! The old rule in a front-wheel drive car, though, is just to use as much of the track as you possibly can. There we go. Ooh, I'm trying to be a little bit soft. God, I need to turn my sensitivity down on my... Oh no, I can't do it on this game. I can't change my wheel sensitivity or anything like that because it's a Xbox 360 wheel, and this is only an Xbox One game. Oh, I was actually surprised that it... downshift, baby. I was actually surprised that it recognized... that this game recognized my wheel. Turned so hard there. I need a new set of pedals, so my brake pedal sticks. Oh well. Could always like I don't know, see if I can take it apart or something. Turn, baby, turn. Yes. I think I'm just going to start using my controller from now on. Yeah, I think I'm just going to start using my controller from now on. My wheel is, it's kind of like seen its last day. I don't know if you guys are noticing it or not, but like when I'm trying to go straight, my car kind of just like leans to the sides a little bit. Even if I'm like, man, even if I don't even touch the steering wheel, it's like my car just kind of coasts. Coasts around to the left and to the right. We got ourselves a Renault Clio V6 RS. Man. Yep. Yeah, I've actually seen one of these in real life. The guy had gigantic chrome rims on it, and it was blue. It was a very nice car. I saw it at a little local car show in a Wendy's / Tim Hortons parking lot. Yeah. Ooh, what do we got here? Gen 3 Spirit Ings AB Flug. We got two of those. I would say this would probably be the next race we would do. Let me go quickly checking point to point, because I want to finish like point to point and stuff. Yeah, we still need an American muscle car, that's right. And then a Porsche 911. Only 911? Any 911. Even GT2 and GT3, man. That means that I could probably get it done with a turbo, but it would have to be pretty tuned. And then I need a Skyline. What, Skyline or G35? Okay. And then what else was in here? Rotary Z, the American Muscle again, Mustang, and the Heavyweight. So yeah, Rotary is going to be the next race we do. Let's see what we got for that. We got the AB Flug and the Ings. Is this a wide body? That's definitely a wide body. I think we should take the Flug. Like, that's a wide body, man. This thing will perform, well, should be able to perform a lot better than the Ings. It just has a little bit less horsepower. I'm torn. Torn, sir, I tell you. Oof, look at that hood. That is so nice. Wow. Deadly. Oof, I'm really torn, you guys. I don't know which one to use. I mean, this thing is like... It's a wide body kit. That's what's making me want to use that one. But this one is more powerful, and it's a Spirit. It's a Mazda RX-7 Spirit R that's all tuned up. And I don't think this is a Spirit R. I think this is just the normal 95, the 95T. But it is a wide body, damn it. Okay, we're gonna take this. They're all small tracks. 2 laps, Alpine Ring, New York too short. Makes $7 grand a race here. So yeah. So yeah, that little Civic made us some decent money, man. Made us $21,000. And we didn't spend any money on it at all. Like a nice baby blue or something on this. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty nice. It's one thing that I always hated about the first Forza. There's like literally no color selection in this game. We'll do that one. That one's nice. Let's see what the black looks like. Look at the little mirrors on it. Oh, those are so cute. They look like little teddy bear ears or something. Look at those little mirrors, you guys. Those are so cute. They're like little teddy bear ears. Go ahead and make our spoiler black just for some contrast. Well, hopefully this car... Well, let's see here. Oh, we can't do literally anything to the bodywork, which is understandable because it's a custom vehicle, you know. Let's... Oh wait, it would be over here. Nose swap. Let's spend like a small amount of money just so we have like a small advantage over everyone. So let's spend $10,000. Let's see how we can spend $10,000 on this thing. 42. 69, baby. 39 for that. So 39. How much is this kind of stuff? 89. 81. car's not that expensive. Some of the parts are oddly expensive, I'll tell you that. Now this thing has a Y-body kit, so I shouldn't be looking too much at things for handling. We're gonna put in the racing intercooler, because this car does come with a turbo, quite obviously. It's a Mazda RX-7. I think every Mazda RX-7 comes with a turbo, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments if you'd like. But I believe almost every Mazda RX-7 is turbo. Alright, so, let's just do that. I know we spent a tiny little bit more. We spent $1,100. I only wanted to spend 10 grand, but we spent $1,100, which is not too bad. Let's go see. Alright, so here's our AB flood, ready for that rotary race. Hopefully we can smack down all the other Mazda RX-7s in that race, possibly RX-8s. I don't know if RX-8s were out yet when this game came out, but yeah. As always, goodness me, I want to thank you guys for coming out and watching this episode of Forza, and if you could, please drippity drop the like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you can, please. I really need subscribers, you guys, help me out. But until the next one, I really hope you guys have a freaking awesome rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the very next episode. Bye-bye.